Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to show you how I made a beat using the BTV Solo software. This beat was made entirely using an Apple Mac keyboard, so you don't need to purchase or buy a MIDI controller to use BTV software. You can use an Apple Mac keyboard or any standard keyboard you have. Okay, so I'm going to play my track I made using BTV software. And we're just going to have a listen to it, and then we'll break it down and we'll discuss some of the elements in the track.
Come take a walk on the wild side. Come take a walk on the wild side. Come take a walk on the wild side. Let me kiss you hard in the pouring rain. Come take a walk on the wild side. Come take a walk on the wild side. Come take a walk on the wild side. We will be so hard in the pouring rain. Come take a walk on the.
And that's it. It's just a simple 8-bar loop constructed in one single pattern, and later on I'll discuss how you can make that into a full song and export it. Okay, so in BTV Solo you have 12 pads, and these 12 pads represent an octave. The pads C, D, E, F, G, A, B and C would represent the white keys on a keyboard, and C, D, F, G, A would represent the black keys on a keyboard. And since this is one octave, if you want to go up an octave, you have 8 banks here available to go up an octave. So you essentially have a full keyboard range available to you in BTV software. Okay, the next thing I want to discuss before I discuss the track will be the tracks 1 to 8 and 9 to 16. These are your elements to place in your pad. So for instance, my track 1 in this beat is my drums. So I would load in a kit using the solo kits available, or you can construct your own in kit mode by either using the instruments or importing your own samples into BTV software. But I must mention that BTV software only accepts WAV files, so it will not accept .mp3 files. Okay, and yep, you have 1 to 8 tracks here, and to access the 9 to 16 tracks, all you have to do is click the 9 to 16, and now the 1 to 8 tracks become the 9 to 16 tracks. Okay, so we'll get stuck into the beat and we'll start discussing it. Okay, the first track now I have is my drum pattern. The drum pattern consists of a 4-bar loop. I'll just play it through and we'll have a listen to it. Oh, by the way, I have track 2 and 4 and track 3 soloed because they're not in use in the track at all. What I tend to do is when I'm making a track in BTV Solo, I will start with pattern 1. Once I have my first pattern done, I might go on to pattern 2 and load up a kit and start messing around with the kit like this, and then kind of feel like I'm not ready there with this kit yet. Maybe I'll introduce it later on and go on to pattern 3, and then maybe I might find a sound inside there that I might like, and I might use that. So that's why I have patterns, or track 2 and 4 and 3 so muted. And to mention that as well, to mute a track in BTV software, all you have to do is click, hold command and click on it, and it will light on blue and hold blue. That means that track is muted. To solo a track in BTV software, all you do is click the option, hold the option key on Mac and click, or the alt key on PC and click. So I'm going to solo track 1 and I'm going to play it through, which is the drum beat. As you can hear, it's a very simple drum beat. There's nothing too technical involved. It's just a very simple drum beat. But what you can do to enhance that drum beat is just start layering it and layering it. Now you could, if I wanted to, once that is recorded into BTV software in track 1, I can record again over this because my record mode is on overdub. And overdub, it means it's just kind of a layering effect. You can change this to replace. So if I was to record on track 1 again and play something over it, the first recording would disappear and my new recording would stay there. But if I use overdub, the first recording stays, and it's kind of a layering effect, or layering to your original recording. Okay, I'm going to solo track 3, which is kind of it's a snare on the offbeat of the drum. It just really adds a nice swing to the track, or to the drum beat altogether. Another thing, when you're recording in BTV solo, when you are in the recording process and you felt that you might have been a little bit off in your playing, the quantize button will help you fit that into the area you want it to be. We're going to solo pattern or track 8 as well. That's just another layering of a clap. Really adds to the drum beat and makes it a lot fatter and fuller sound. Okay, the next thing I'm going to discuss is the sample I used. Now the sample I used was a Lana Del Rey song. It's just a really nice string sample. Again, it's just a simple 4-bar loop recorded. Very simple, nothing too difficult within it. The next track I'm going to discuss is the bass line. I'm going to solo the bass line and we're going to play it through. Very, very catchy, upbeat. It makes you want to, my head is bobbing the whole time when I listen to it. It's very simple, but it's very catchy. And now the next thing I'm going to put on is the backing vocals. The backing vocals is a very simple sample I used within the Lana Del Rey track I sampled, but it adds a lot of depth into the track, especially when I'm using it. This section here now would be my verse section. So all of this now would be my verse section. I'm just gonna go back and play it from the start. And this part here now is my verse section I would use. When I'm making a song later on, because it's 8 bars, I would usually have my verse 16 bars long. That is perfect for a rapper or anything to rap over, and it's the standard amount used to structure your track. And my intro would be about 8 bars, my chorus would be about 8 bars, give or take. Verse 16, maybe another bridge, 8 bars, and my outro then would be another 8 bars. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to discuss is the hook. The final thing I'll discuss is the hook. Now the hook is taken from a Lana Del Rey track again. It's just chopped up, and as you can see, I'll play through some of the samples.
Come let me like you could, come to let me kiss, come to let me kiss you, let me kiss you, let me like you so true.
Again, I'm simply hitting my Apple keyboard to trigger these samples. No latency delay at all. Now, when you're making a kit in BTV Solo and you're using a sample kit, what you need, if you want to the default setting in making a kit is the pads do not cut themselves off. So if I trigger, say, pad C now, if I trigger that and then I hit pad C1, here it cuts the previous pad off. And to do that, all you simply have to do is, when you're constructing your kit in kit mode, is to change the mute group, all of the pads, to mute group 1. And if you change them all to mute group 1, they'll all cut each other off. If you didn't, the sample would play, the sample on C0 would play while you trigger sample C1. Okay? Okay, now back to the track. So on track 7 is my hook. I'm just going to play that through now and have a listen to the track. And when I was constructing this track, that last bar, that last 8 bar, just didn't seem to flow off that well. It didn't seem to loop that well, and you will get that when you're constructing your kits, especially when you make a kit in pattern mode and then you use that kit in sound mode. You'll find yourself the patterns mightn't just match up together, and you'll have to just go in and edit that again. And what I did on track 6, I added an extra vocal hook just to end the track and to get that nice flow within the track. So I'm just going to solo that and I'll play it. Now track 6 will kick in at around bar 8, so watch out for this in the background. And that's pretty much it. All you have to do is to see this section here now would be my solo some of these. This section here now, the entire track, would be my chorus. I would use my bass line and drum and my backing vocals as my verse, and then I would use my strings, which is my sample, as my intro. And once you just construct that and you export it, there's your track done. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for listening and tuning in, and there'll be some more videos coming your way on how to construct kits in BTV Solo, how to really understand the software and to get the best out of it. Thank you.